The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. The book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People begins by setting itself apart from any other self-help book. The introduction sets the tone for the entire book, showing you that the core tenets to true effectiveness are found within following the classic principles and not those of our present day. That is to say that up until the 1920s, the principles of integrity, honesty, courage, and humility were what led to success. As we know, that day is gone. Success is now achieved through image, branding, and personality. We have gone from a world of character ethic to personality ethic. The book advocates the adoption of the character ethic traits. Be proactive. The first habit centers around being proactive in your life, taking control of your actions and assuming responsibility for your emotions. The book acknowledges that many of us remain in a reactive state throughout the day, where we think the world is happening to us and that we don't happen to the world. It is made clear that this isn't the proper state to be in if you wish to progress in life and become an organized and together human. An example used is that instead of saying, "That man makes me angry," you must acknowledge that you had power over that feeling and not him. Instead, you should say, "I control my emotions and will not be provoked." This habit is largely about having sufficient self-respect and wherewithal over your actions. Taking control of your actions, thoughts, and feelings is the key to the first habit of being proactive. Begin with the end in mind. The second habit the book suggests you adopt is seeing the bigger picture of why you do what you do. We all want to be successful, and we are all able to busy ourselves towards that goal. But do we really understand why we do these things? Do we really know where we are going? Covey believes that taking a step back for a moment and discerning where you will be in the long term if you keep repeating these actions is essential towards becoming more effective. This allows you to see who you'll be and what you'll have achieved. Beginning with the end in mind is a fantastic way of eliminating any bad practice, allowing you to change your routine or thoughts accurately in order to suit where you want to be. Covey suggests you try the following experiment to fulfill this habit well. To begin, Covey asks you to visualize your own funeral in rich detail. Think about what manner people will reminisce about you in, and who will even be there to reminisce. Do you like it? Would you change it if you could? Then you must start changing now, and start living by the priorities that will lead you towards your bigger picture. Put first things first. Covey acknowledges that we all enjoy leisure time, but that some of us enjoy it far too much. This is a type of administrative habit, the habit that keeps you in line day to day and on track towards your goals. From habit 1, you have already learned the importance of placing value on yourself and your hopes and dreams, and being proactive towards achieving them. This is the habit that keeps all that in order. Covey suggests that we ignore our impulses, whims, and desires to spend time lazing around or taking part in a recreational activity. Perhaps that sounds strict to you? It is, as long as you have things to do. The idea is that you do what needs to be done first and foremost. That you don't procrastinate and put it off to the last second while focusing on an activity of lesser importance. Covey claims that though recreation is vital towards a happy and healthy life, you must focus on what needs to be done first. Once you have completed that which is necessary, then you are free to kick back and relax. In the book, the urgency of activities is categorized into 4 quadrants from which you can place each of your activities to determine how pressing they are. The quadrants are marked 1 to 4, with quadrant 1 being of the utmost importance. It is, however, not recommended you focus all of your activities into this. By doing so, you run the risk of burnout. Quadrant 2 is the hallmark of an effective person, from which they leave time for relationships, exercising, learning, and working. Find out what type of quadrant you are a part of by reading The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and realize what changes you must make to become your optimal self. Think win-win. Habit 4 focuses on the importance of developing interdependent relationships. We must not be afraid of committing to creating win-win deals in situations that are beneficial to both parties involved. Covey explains that there are 6 paradigms that affect human interaction. In the case of a win-win reaction, neither side loses, and both participants have benefited from having interacted, leaving them feeling satisfied and content. Whatever agreement was come to or solution decoded up, it was done in a mutually beneficial manner. The opposite of this is the lose-lose interaction, where both sides don't gain anything. In fact, they often even lose. This interaction is linked to both participants being ego-invested and stubborn. There are numerous other possibilities for interaction that are delved into within the book that reveal the underpinnings of everyday communication to the reader. The reader will therefore be taught a valuable lesson on how to manage their interpersonal relationships. Seek first to understand before being understood. Habit 5 is all about paradigm shifts. You might be thinking, never heard of that before. That makes you and the majority of people. A paradigm shift is a fundamental change in the way you see the world, like ripping up your roots and planting them elsewhere. The paradigm shifts that Covey suggests you undertake is one of realizing you are not in someone else's shoes. Therefore, you can only guess why they do what they do. Covey suggests your paradigm shift be one of not jumping to conclusions, becoming increasingly empathetic to the plights and experiences of others. As Covey himself states, you have to build the skills of empathic listening on a base of character that inspires openness and trust. We must seek to first understand before being understood. It is vital that we evaluate what is becoming communicated to us, ask the necessary questions, and then give advice. It is only after completing these steps can we then begin to interpret a person's motives and behavior. Synergize. Habit 6 ties largely into Habit 5, but to an extent, all of the other habits as well. By understanding and valuing where another person is coming from, we have the ability to create synergy. Synergy allows people to share energy, ideas, and thoughts within an open and understanding atmosphere. Synergy opens the gates on creativity and innovation by allowing people to feel comfortable and able to share their ideas. Where synergy enters, negative energy leaves. People grow together when experiencing synergy, and as the old saying goes, there's power in numbers. Covey reveals to the reader his grand plan in this section of the book by showing us how all of the habits are linked. This helps the reader to digest what they have learned throughout their reading and begin to see the bigger picture of the book. The reader is finally able to see how the accumulation of the habits adds up to an effective lifestyle. Sharpen the saw. Growth. And finally, the 7th habit. The glue that holds every other habit together, and it's all about you, the reader. Covey explains how taking care of yourself can help you to care for others. If you take care of yourself sufficiently in the social, emotional, mental, spiritual, and physical dimensions, then you should be energized and organized enough to think outwardly. Replenishing your energy levels by eating the right amount of the right stuff, exercising daily, reading a book or two a week, are all the health-boosting and enjoyable habits that Covey suggests you take to fully fulfill this last habit. So, there you have it. I hope you can see how reading this book can forever change your life and alter your worldview. This book is capable of improving every aspect of your life if you internalize its teachings and commit to the habits recommended. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out our others just like it. If you can never decide what to read, subscribe to our channel. With our regular output of book summaries, you'll never be left looking for a good book for long.
Tell us in the comments, what's your favorite book? Facebook, Read and Grow 1. Twitter, twitter.com/readandgrow1.